Okay, so yeah, let's get started. Um, so I want to try and maybe um do multi-page. Um, yeah, do multi-page. So let's I think personally the best way to do multi-stage is to use something like jotai or I don't know, jotai or justin. And I'm not sure exactly how I want to do it yet, but I think um I probably just want to use jotai because then I can manage the post creation flow without having to pass state up to the parent, which is where all of the post state needs to be kept. So caption needs to be kept there, file needs to be kept there, and probably that's about it. Although actually, if I go the atomic route for state management, then I could technically just manage state wherever I have it, and then wherever I do the post submission, I can pull that state in to any of them. But I think with Jotai, there's like a special way. I think that with Justin and Jotai, there's like some special way of using it in Next.js. I'm not sure how to do it because apparently you can get like memory leaks and whatnot with a state manager like this. I don't know exactly how that works, but so right now I am reading about Jotai here. Oh, so it looks like See, Justin seems really um, a little bit less what I want here. I think jotai reflects the usual. It's a little closer to the React pattern, like just the vanilla React pattern. Here, I'm gonna. You know what? I'll tell you what. I'm gonna start using jotai, and if I end up liking it, I'll go back. But I think if I end up not liking it, I'll go back. But I think this is gonna be, yeah, I think this is gonna be not so bad. It seems really useful. Okay, so the atom function is used to create an atom config. We call it atom config as it's just a definition. It doesn't hold value. So you always have to initialize the value. And how does TypeScript, does it have the same kind of TypeScript inference that React has? Yeah, well, seems easy enough. You can use the get functions in your set functions, which is really nice. Write only atom. Clear all atoms by remounting. Um, Yeah, but we don't need that. So if we're using jotai in like a very isolated, in a very isolated for a very isolated case, then we don't really need this provider. It seems. Um, we don't care about having subtrees for our state. We just want to use jotai in one place, and maybe we'll end up using it in other places, but probably not much. Um, so local storage persistence and cross-browser tab synchronization. Cross-browser tab synchronization. Interesting. Hmm. Okay. Um, so yes, I think jotai is probably going to be the way I want to go. Um, it just seems fair, a little bit simpler than Justend, and I'm into that. Although Justend is really blown up, and its long-term support is probably going to be a little better than jotai. Um, you can see. So if we go to npm Justend, um, yeah, 4.2 million weekly downloads. Jotai is probably, um, I don't know, a fifth of that maybe. 4.25 or whatever. Oh, that's pretty good. 1.2 million. Not bad. Okay, well, I guess we'll get started here. I gotta leave in about an hour, but we can at least get started. Okay, so um, we might want to abstract. Let's see here. You know, a part of me wants to. So if we go to app, main protected, you can see we have create here. Now I'm going to create a new folder called atoms, just like this. And this is where we'll keep our jotai atoms. But if you look into components, we have an uploader, right? An uploader is kind of the parent of everything. So what I'm going to do is create a new component. And, well, first I actually want to... Yeah, there's a little bit of stuff going on here, not too much. Yeah, all of this management, we're going to destructure all the state from the components, and then we'll just access them where we need them. So kind of have to think about how I want to structure the pages, but probably, the first page will be like, hey, give me some files. Um, or we'll call them steps, I guess. We'd have like, you know, the first one is going to be like files. The second one is going to be preview and caption. And the third, which we could include in the second, really is going to be visibility settings and tags. Okay, so those are all things that I have to add pretty soon here. And then maybe final review. Now, there is another page that we could do here, which is a terms agreement. so at some point before you post, you need to agree to the terms of the platform. That might be worth including here, or maybe just doing it down the road. But I think getting, um, hmm. Yeah, I think setting up a multi-page uploader is the way to go. I got to think about exactly how I want to do it, but I essentially want to create state functions or some kind of state that tracks which page you're on, and then functions for updating that state, which literally increment or decrement the page. And then if some conditions aren't met, you can't do it yet. So like, for example, in the middle of uploading, you shouldn't be able to navigate. If you haven't provided a caption to your post, you shouldn't be able to continue to tags or post visibility. So yeah, there's some things to think about there, but it shouldn't be too hard. I guess we will. I'm gonna get status real quick. Okay, so we are good. We're going to install jotai, and then let's see here. If we look at the dev tools, we need to install that, and the component is literally just called dev tools. So a new version of npm is available. I will think about that later. So we don't have to install this as a development dependency because it will be tree shook at some point. Let me go to our main layout here, which is this one. And underneath React Query DevTools, we're going to import DevTools. We might need to restart our TypeScript server. Whatever, I'll just grab the import. I'm not typing that all out. Oh, whoops. Yeah, and we have DevTools, but I'm gonna actually change this. We're gonna call it jotai DevTools. Okay, just like that, and we should be good. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to our uploader. Or sorry, we're gonna go into our atoms, and we'll just create an index.ts here. And we need to import atom, or wait, no, import atom from jotai. Okay, and then I think we literally just define atoms here. So we say like constant files equals atom. All right, and we initialize this just with an empty array. And I wonder if we can do that. Yeah, So it works pretty much the same way as useState for their TypeScript inference. We initialize it with an empty array. Okay. Constant caption equals Atom. Now, I want to say stringer null. I'm not sure what I did here. I want to say it was null. Yeah, so stringer null. And then caption snapshot, which caption snapshot we can keep locally. We don't actually have to pull that out. Uploading, upload progress, pending. Yeah, those are all good. Constant uploading. Yeah, that's kind of okay. So upload progress is a number of, or null. Constant upload progress, Atom. We're going to do like that. And then we have this pending state. I'm not going to pull that one over quite yet. Okay, so now we have these atoms here. Can we use them in some way? We have to get so we'll grab use atom from jotai, and then I think we literally just right, and then we can say files atom. Oh, dir. Oops. Okay, so then we can grab that from here. And it should work okay. I think it's pretty much like a drop-in replacement. It seems like it's like a drop-in replacement. Oh. Let's see here. Localhost 3000. Okay, should be okay. Create context only works in client components. Add the use client directive at the top of the file. Okay, so I'll take a peek at that a little bit later. For now, I'm just going to, yeah, because this layout is not a client component. This works in here and this works in here. Ah, that's weird. I might have to throw that in my providers. Let me actually read this. Is it a provider? It's not a provider. Yeah, it's just, yeah, you, huh. Do I need that? Poor jotai. Throw that in here. Should I just throw it in my... I want to see it, though. Let's just do this. Let's take this. Let's go into our providers and just drop it in here. And let's import that. these two. Okay. Hmm. I always forget how to write comments here. I think it's that, yeah. Must be in client component and included in main layout. Okay. Okay, let's see if that works. Okay, let me log in real quick. All right, so if we go to create, see if this breaks some stuff. So we can see unlabeled atom. Why is it unlabeled? Yeah, so we have a oh wait, files. Okay, so interesting. That should not be undefined. Post was created without hitch. Why is that? Tree view. Oh, there's a dark thing. There we go. Looks nice. Yeah, well, I mean, it works. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it works. I'm not sure why we weren't seeing the files here. We're just seeing. I want to know jotai. I want to know how to label atoms. So, count atom debug label is count, but how do you set that? Use atom calls, use debug value. This doesn't seem right. Well, let's see. There's got to be a way to see this. See, how do you label jotai atoms? They're doing it. Text atom dot debug label. Cool. You literally just define the debug label. Okay, so let's go into here. We say files atom dot debug label, and we're gonna say uploader files, and oh wait, whoops, no. Okay, let's see. This should work. If we refresh now, go to create. We have uploader files. Because, of course, none of those other ones are being used, so they're not included. But man, this is really cool. I like this. It is like a drop-in replacement. Okay, I sadly do have to go to work, but we have progress.